Warfare 3, and today I'm doing the second part of the secondaries, which will be machine pistols. Now, just because the gun is not ranked top 2 or whatever, or, you know, just because the gun is not number 1 doesn't mean it's not a good gun. That's the first thing I want to say. Now, I also want to put out there real quick that I will be doing a whole bunch of all kinds of these videos, rankings and stuff for every primary, every secondary, every perk, every kill streak in the game. Now, the other formats are going to be a little different because as it gets into more complex stuff, you know, like thermal, the attachments and stuff goes on different guns and stuff like that. So, I'm going to do a different system then, but for now I'm going to stick with the descending order thing, and here we go. Here's machine pistols, and this one I'm going to do a little bit differently. Now, the pistols, I just rank them generally regardless of attachment. Now, these I'm going to do first, I'm going to do single, and second I'm going to do akimbo. So, first off, there's 4 machine pistols, and I'm going to say real quick that number 4, let's just get it started. Hey now. So, number 4 is the FMG9. Now, the fire rate is real fast on this. It's got a good hip fire. It's just outclassed by all the other machine pistols in a lot of ways. So, I mean, that's basically it. I like the gun, but I'm not like the guy who uses them all the time or anything, 'cause I feel like an asshole. I try to be a respectable player, but that's not the reason they're number 4. The recoil is crazy. It's obstructive aim down sight. So, you know, it's kind of like on this screen. This is how much is blocked up with the when you ADS. So, and it also goes all the way up. So yeah, you know, fast fire rate, but not great range at all. And I know machine pistols aren't necessarily for that, but considering what the others can do, I'm gonna rank this number 4. Even though the large, it's not a bad gun, but it's ranked number 4 for me. Now, number 3 is the G18. Now, I have number 3 and 2 can be really interchanged for me personally because I like both of them. But the G18, once you get used to it, it's non-obstructive at all. You know, it's more like this when you ADS. So it's like that much of the screen is taken up. There's not a lot taken up. The recoil is kind of crazy, but it's not that bad. I mean, it sucks if you've never used it before, but once you get used to it, you can be pretty deadly with it. It's got fairly high damage and the fire rate is amazing. So I think it might even be faster than the FMG9. It has a short 20 round clip though, which is a pain in the ass, but the hip fire is amazing and the ADS is non-obstructive. See, that's the big difference. Would you rather take I think it's 16 more rounds, the FMG9, but you can't see anything. You can't kill when aiming down sight with the FMG9 for shit. So I went with the G18. I like the gun. It's really good for ADS. It's really good for hip fire. If you're going to single hip fire, I mean, you might as well go G18 in my opinion. So that's it. Number 2 is the Scorpion. Now, the 20 round mag, it's another negative to it, but I must say though, the Scorpion is just a badass gun. It used to be a primary in other games, and it's kind of like the unknown version of the MP9. For me, the damage is high, the fire rate's not too bad, but there's no recoil. I mean, it aims down sight a little slow, it shoots a little slow, but the damage is high enough, the range is high enough that you can be pretty consistent with the Scorpion. You don't really need, you know, a huge clip or anything for it. The reload is fast, and it's just a good gun. It's much better than the FMG9. It's a little bit better than the G18 for a single. And yeah, that's basically it. I like the Scorpion, I really do. I use it on some of my classes if I really need like a secondary that can, you know, play as a SMG and you know, sort of like an SMG. But like if someone's really on my ass, but they start running away or something like that, something like 10-15 meters away, I'd rather have the Scorpion than the G18 or FMG9. So and that's what I use these machine pistols for. I feel like I would use a pistol if I'm going to go for close range, rather than a single machine pistol. So I feel like if you need range, you're going to rather go Scorpion with the recoil and stuff than the G18 or the FMG9. Now, number 1, of course, as you know, MP9 speaks for itself. Really good damage. decent 3-hit kill. You can pop the silencer on that bitch and it's almost like a primary. So not much to say about it. Quick reload, big mag, very accurate. Not too much recoil. Sorry, and it's just a boss. I mean, it's a nasty ass gun. Now, okay, so part 2 of this review ranking. Sorry, will be in this video. So I'm just going to continue right on right now because I don't want to make this too long. Most of my videos run a little too long. So part 2 of this is the akimbo machine pistols. I did this separately because it really changes the whole weapon. You know, it changes how they work and everything. So let's just get started. Number 4 is the MP9. It's just not built for akimbo. If you use it, you're going for the ADS kind of longer range machine pistol kills, and you know, not that the recoil is bad or anything, but the fire rate's too slow, the damage is not high enough, it just doesn't kill fast enough for you to really be effective with it. So number 4 is the MP9. Number 3 is the G18. Now, like I said, just because it's ranked lower doesn't mean it's a bad gun. G18s akimbo aren't bad at all. I was going to rank them too, but unfortunately the stupid next gun is, it's deadlier, I guess. But the thing about the G18s, I recommend using them. Now, the reason I recommend using them is because the switch speed is incredibly fast for a machine pistol. It's so much faster than any other machine pistol. And you can tell, like, when I say they're lightweight, something like that, I mean the switch time. And if you don't have sleight of hand, because you need something like extreme conditioning or recon or whatever, you could really use the G18 akimbo rather than pull those folding machine guns out or the MP9 tugging it out. The G18 is really fast, even akimbo, and it pulls out quick and it kills good. I mean, I'm serious when I say that if you're close up to somebody, I'd rather have the G18 akimbo than the other akimbos. Even the FMG9, because if you're right up against somebody and you have akimbo G18s, you pull them out fast enough, and I swear that fire rate is so fast with both those pistols. They're real accurate, hip fire, tight spread. It's just they're good. I mean, but unfortunately, number 2 is the FMG9s because they're just the unspoken FMG9s. I don't want to talk about them. I don't condone using them. They're douchey to use. It's kind of a cool gun if you use 1 or even 2, I guess, but like you're just a douche if you use them, or try hard. And I mean, there's times where I try hard, there's times, but I'm not I try to be a considerate player, even though my feedback is like negative 60% for trash talk and all that. I try to be a considerate player, as in I don't use the Type 95, I don't use the FMG9. So that's it. I'm done. You get why the FMG9 is number 2. Close range, it kills. That's it. Quick and done. Big mags. You got 72 rounds, I think, or 68. I think it's 72 rounds. So you got plenty of ammo to spray your fucking no skill having ass off, and that's it. And number 1 is the Scorpion. Now, why the Scorpion is over the FMG9 akimbo? Oh, why the fuck is the FMG9 are so much better? Well, don't get me started with that shit. Because if you lay prone or you crouch or you have steady aim pro, these things have absolutely no recoil. They can reach out. The range is meh, but it doesn't matter if you're spraying 40 bullets in a matter of 3 seconds or whatever. The Scorpion akimbo can reach out further than any other akimbo at a pretty fast fire rate to have 2 machine pistols, and to me that's huge. I mean, I need a little versatility. If you're going akimbo secondary, if you don't have another gun that can kill at those like close mid ranges, if you're using a shotgun with no range at all, if you're using the like the AA-12 or KSG or something where you have no choice at range, or a sniper rifle where you have no choice at close range, you're going to need a little bit more versatility out of your akimbo weapon. So the Scorpion is the most versatile akimbo weapon in my opinion, machine pistol that is. And it's just badass. I love the Scorpions. They're fucking badass. You sprint a little longer if you have akimbo Scorpions. So it's all around. It's just the best akimbo. Go try them out. It's not that big a pain in the ass to get them either. It's easier than getting USPs. So go try them out. I recommend it. Like I said, Scorpion is the number 1 akimbo machine pistol, and the MP9 is the number 1 single machine pistol. Thanks a lot for watching, guys. And I will catch you at day 3.